What if I told you, we finally know a way to defeat the Gorosei? Yes, the regenerating monsters on which Luffy's Red Rock failed to put a scratch. The same attack that even Kaido dodged out of fear. A new form of haki which can injure immortal beings, just like how Joyboy made the Gorosei disappear with his haki on Egghead. Luffy doesn't even know about it yet, but he should, because elbaf is falling apart. The kids of elbaf are about to fall to their death one by one due to Gunko and Sommers. The Straw Hats are helpless and the Giants are busy fighting the fodder. The Holy Knights have succeeded with their plan of cornering elbaf and forcing them to burn down their history. But in the midst of all of this chaos, Robin tried to take down Saint Sommers and make him fall down to the realm of dead.
It should have been me, not him!
But failed to do so because Sommers is genuinely a menace. He started laughing like a maniac while falling down to his death, grappled the land, came back and captured Robin. Everything was going as planned by the Knights until Saint Sommers' hand got cut off clean. As he stopped regenerating, Sommers his pants because he saw the madman himself charging at him holding his two axes. With a mysterious and possibly a new form of haki, Scopper Gaban pulled up and sliced Sommers down, showing us that even immortal beings can be taken down, which I'll discuss in a second, but let's go back to where it all began. When all the kids reached Gunko, she forced Ronya, one of the kids, to walk on the plank made by her arrow, and she's about to get thrown off if Jarol doesn't burn down the library of elbaf. Sommers gave them a 30-second countdown to do so and explains that no book should be taken out of the library, as they don't want to erase the library, they want to erase elbaf's history. But then Robin jumps in, slapping Sommers with a big hand and clutches Saint Sommers' body using an attack and giving him scoliosis. But Saint Sommers, being an immortal, regens himself and fixes his body up like nothing happened. So Robin decides to give him the Charizard treatment, grabbing Sommers and jumping off the cliff to give him a seismic toss. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying this chaos, consider subscribing. Let's look at East and do nothing. Thanks if you did, and if you didn't, well, you can give me a chance any other day as I'll be uploading often. Back to the video. This is Robin getting a second chance of avoiding at what happened at Ohara. It's books, her friends, and the innocent people getting destroyed. So it's fair enough she got enraged but failed with her strategy, because we get to know that Robin sent a clone, as she said to Sommers that if his radius becomes bigger and he gets away from the kids, the thorns which are keeping the kids trapped will disappear, making it easier to save them. But Sommers kills the clone and realizes he's falling down to his death. But this pervy mother, after thinking Robin is in love with him and being excited by her intense feelings to save her friends, his thorns come out straight from here. As I would like to call it, I am thinking the same place as you are thinking, and comes up only to trap Robin in his thorns and continue the countdown. On the other side, Ronya is on Gunko's arrow and her future is set after knowing what Gunko can do, but suspicious to say that Yalva, Elder Jarol's granddaughter, was the first person in the line after Cologne. Instead of picking either one of them, it's Ronya who got picked as the first person. And now it's hard to trust Jarol even now, because we already had a person who laughed and cried with us only to betray later on. So he's still on the fraud watch. But Ronya says that she doesn't care if she dies, but they shouldn't burn the school, and that she has always been lucky, so she won't die. This might be a possible foreshadowing that Luffy will save her, because he's down there where she is going to fall. Maybe that's how they come into the play, because all the strong contenders are down there in the realm of dead and things are getting out of the hand. If Luffy doesn't show up now, it's never. As Sommers continued the countdown and reached 1, he saw his hand getting cut off clean. At first he was fine with it, but then he realized he can't regenerate, and then he pants while looking at Scopper Gaban charging at him. Gaban came in pissed off and smoked that Sommers back with no hesitation. And it looks like both of them know each other. Honestly, it could be that they saw each other during God Valley and that's why they remember each other so well. Because it's not just Sommers knowing about Gaban. Even Gaban remembers who Sommers is, and somehow also knows how to stop these people's regeneration with a new type of haki. That obviously being a new form of advanced conquerors or a completely new type of haki. Because there has been two incidents lately where impenetrable people got defeated simply due to the Conqueror's user being around. One being when Shanks showed up at Wano and made Fraud Bull go back to his human form only with his haki. Yeah, the Wi-Fi haki incident. And the second where Emmet released Joyboy's haki and sent all the Gorosei back, making them go back to their human form first and then also removing their summoning circles. Other than Saturn, which seems fair as he was already there on Egghead, unlike the other elders who got summoned from Marijua. This showed us that there might be a type of Conqueror's haki which can nullify a devil fruit power regardless of its level. I personally think that these people's immortality comes from the power bestowed upon them from Emu, most likely a devil fruit power, but something equal to a mythical zone or more than that. Because when Emu stripped Saturn of his powers, he basically killed him, and we saw Saturn turning old and dying. So I think their immortality only works until they are either stripped off from their powers or be in the presence of an advanced Conqueror's user who doesn't let them use their abilities. And Luffy needs to learn this so that he can defeat the Gorosei and maybe even Emu. This was a good filler, like a transition chapter. Next chapter, Gaban throws some fade, I guess, or maybe even Luffy shows up finally. But whatever it is, do let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.